You can make more than you'd think out of just one board. I had a 1x8 board left over from another project, so I decided to turn it into this amazing side table. I started by removing the section that I needed to stay at 1x8, and then I ripped down the remaining piece into both 1x6 and 1x3 boards and cut those to size. The three 1x6 boards are glued together to become the tabletop. I'm using pocket holes to assist in the glue up, so I don't have to worry about leaving the boards clamped together for a long period of time. Whenever I do a pocket hole glue up, I also make sure to use my face frame clamps. These just ensure that the top and bottom of the boards stay nice and flush as I drive in those screws. The 1x2 boards are then fastened together to become the apron to go underneath the tabletop. And this is done with just a couple pocket hole screws, creating a nice box. Once the apron was done, I cut the 1x8 boards so that they were the exact same size of the apron when I had two glued together. And I did that again with pocket holes, the same as I did for the tabletop. With all the pieces assembled, it was time to finish them. I gave everything a really good sanding, and then the tabletop and the lower shelf were sealed. And the apron, I decided to stain it black so that it disappears into the legs. Speaking of legs, the legs are built out of aluminum angle iron instead of wood. And I love the aluminum because it's easy to cut on regular woodworking materials. And then you can spray paint it to any color. So I spray painted mine first with a primer and then black to match the apron. The apron is attached to the tabletop with figure-8 fasteners. I attached 4 to the apron, then flipped it over onto the underside of the tabletop and centered it before securing. Before attaching everything together, I pre-drilled holes in the angle iron so that it would attach to the apron as well as the lower shelf. Make sure that those holes are offset so that the screws do not bump into each other. I used some screws that I painted black when I painted the sides and attached the angle iron to all 4 corners of the apron, and then I attached it to the lower shelf so it was nice and flush with the bottom. And all that was left is to secure my casters to the very bottom of it, and then my side table was all done. This was such a fun project to create with that one 1x8 board. If you do not have a 1x8 board lying around, you can also search for scraps of 1x8, 1x6, and 1x2 to create an amazing side table for yourself as well. Make sure to visit housefulofhandmade.com for the complete build plans and follow along for many more fun things to build for your home.